Dash0, an agentic observability platform, recently raised $110 million in a Series B funding round, bumping it to unicorn status. Joining me now is Dash0 CEO Mirko Novakovic. Mirko, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so congratulations on your Series B funding round, $110 million. How will you be allocating that capital?
I mean, we are basically two things. One is into product. We have to still engineer the product. In the AI world, things are moving pretty fast. And the other thing is especially sales and marketing. And we are coming to the US. I mean, we are European based, and we are investing a lot in hiring more salespeople in the US market.
And why did you choose Balderton Capital to lead the funding round?
I mean, we were looking for a partner who has the experience to help people or companies moving from Europe to the US. And Balderton has many of those cases, and the operating partners have done it before. So that was one of the reasons why we have chosen Balderton.
So for our viewers who are just getting familiar with agentic observability, what is it and what service is Dash0 providing?
I mean, we are helping enterprises who operate software, figuring out if the software is up and running and if it has errors or is slow. And we do the same with agentic AI, right? We look at LLMs and AI software and also figure out if it's doing the right things.
When you say agentic, I'm assuming agents are just doing this automatically. They're looking for vulnerabilities in the technology. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yes. That category is now called AI SRE agents. So it's like a human looking at the data and figuring out if the software is doing right.
And who are your customers?
I mean, it's mostly enterprise companies, and I would say even startups that are operating software in production where it's business critical.
And speaking of customers, you have grown to 600 enterprise customers, including Taco Bell. What made them buy in?
I mean, also companies like Taco Bell, they operate software. For example, the cashier systems in the stores have to run. And so we help them with agentic AI observability to see if those systems are up and running, if customers get the right customer experience. And that's why they've chosen us.
And what is your feedback from customers?
I mean, obviously, we need to provide value. So when they have outages or when they have issues, we have to help them, right? And if we don't do that, they will choose a different software vendor. So the feedback is that with our AI agentic solution, we help them operate and troubleshoot systems quicker.
And your technology uses OpenTelemetry. Can you talk about that, what it is, and the value it's providing?
Yeah. So OpenTelemetry is a new standard, pretty new standard, 5 years old. And essentially, before that, every vendor that did observability had their so-called agent technology, and the data was not standardized. And so OpenTelemetry is a standard that standardizes the data that's needed to figure out if a software is up and running. And that was initiated by companies like Google and other cloud vendors who needed a standard so that they can send the data to vendors without proprietary lock-in to certain vendors.
And what impact does observability have on AI, and why is it relevant now?
I think it's becoming more and more relevant, especially because companies use coding agents, so AI and agents, to develop more software quicker. And that means that you get more software releases every day. And every change can introduce vulnerabilities, problems, errors. So you actually need a system that 24/7 monitors if you introduce new problems into your system.
How important is it for the technology to be proactive rather than reactive? And does your technology spot something maybe before it's happening?
Yes and no. I mean, we try to, and in many cases, we can figure out if something goes wrong before it happens. But I would say in many cases, also problems happen, and then you need to, it's called mean time to repair. Then you need to be very fast to fix the issue, because now you have impact, right, on your business. And so it's two ways. So first, of course, we try to prevent those things from happening. But once they happen, you need to support the teams under high pressure to fix the problems pretty quickly.
And what is next for Dash0?
We are moving to the US. So we are conquering the US market. That's the number one priority for us right now. And from a product perspective, AI is moving so fast. So we are adding more and more capabilities to help with proactive analyzing these issues in production.
Do you feel like with the speed that AI is moving, you have to constantly be innovating?
Absolutely. I mean, the cycles of innovation have come down from years, months to literally days and weeks.
What does that process look like when you're figuring out what new innovations to include?
I mean, to be honest, it's also a lot of try and error, right? Because these are all new technologies. If a new model comes out, you don't really know what to expect from it. So you have to test it, right? You have to figure out what is kind of the new things you can do with it. And then you have to be fast.
All right, Mirko Novakovic, CEO of Dash0, thank you so much for joining us at the New York Stock Exchange.
Thank you very much. It was nice being here.